Hi guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back. Today is a beautiful day in Helsinki, Finland, and honestly right now I'm just outside. I'm chilling at the park, just taking a moment for myself. Just been so social lately. I just need to take a moment and just like take a walk with God and honestly just take some time to meditate and just pray and just reconnect with the source. Hey, just reconnecting with the source. So today, well, honestly, not even just today, I've been meaning to like talk about this for a while. So crazy thing, short story. When I was in, I forgot what port I was in. I had set up my camera to do a to record this exact video. I'm doing a record. I'm doing a re-record of it, but I had left my mic, and so then I was like, oh, I'm just gonna use my headphones, it's gonna be fine, thinking that, oh, like it's just gonna do what I needed to do. No, you could not hear me at all. I said, it's so funny, like being a Christian sometimes would be like, not the devil, but it really was never that. It was really just me leaving my mic at home, well, at home on the ship, and I was like, dang. And I was like, and I was really feeling it. I was like, yeah, that joint was like 20 minutes long. I said, dang, not be talking and nobody, like it wasn't even one of those things where you could like go in and like adjust the volume. No, it just wasn't even, it just wasn't even it. But it's okay because today is honestly a better day to record, and I have my mic today and I tested it and it's working. So yeah, let's lock in. Let's lock in with the word because I got the word with me. Yeah. So today I actually wanted to talk about something that has been on my heart for a while. And it's been something that I was like, oh, I don't know if I should talk about. And I was like, but then God kept like putting it on my spirit. He was just like, yeah, you should just like talk about it. And I was like, I don't know. Like, what if I talk about it and it like doesn't give? And he was like, oh, it's going to give. And I was like, you know what? You're right. We're like this. So it's like, I just knew that. So I wanted to talk about betrayal because I had wrote this poem and it was about Judas. So if you don't know, Judas is the one who betrayed Jesus and like turned him in, and then he's the, I don't know, he's like, he's kind of like not a main character, but he's like a fake main character. Like he really like is really crazy and was moving wild. And I was like, wow, like that's really crazy. So just a little bit about me for a second. Something that I had just came out of was a relationship a few, maybe some months ago, and the guy cheated on me so bad. Like when I say like I was flabbergasted, I was like, that's crazy. Like, and like I could talk about it now because I'm like, oh, like, life happens. Like God was like, everything works out for the better. But like in that moment I was like, that's really wild. Like I don't even know. Like I felt like, and something that I had wrote about was feeling like my body was still, sometimes can still feel stuck in that moment, but my mind has moved on just because of the way that I cope with things. It's just like I'm just gonna keep moving, and if I just keep doing things and just like go to the gym and just like, I don't know, change my whole life and just like, I don't know, do a rebrand, like I just won't think about it. But then like my body would still be feeling like that feeling of betrayal and of feeling very hurt and like, wow, like I just can't believe somebody would do that to me. So then like I started, this is like after, this is when I started reading like the gospels, because I like kind of skipped around when I first started reading the Bible. And I was like, oh, you know what, like I kind of just want to like read them. Like I feel like I because I went to Christian school growing up, I was like, I know about this but I don't like know, like I know his story but I don't like know his story. So I'm like reading, like I'm going through Mark, and like I just finished reading like all four today. I'm reading like Matthew. I was like, oh, like that's crazy. Then I read Mark, and I was like, oh, Judas is really crazy. And so then I'm reading Luke and John, and then I was like, yo, like that's really crazy. Like, and so the thing is, the difference between me and Jesus is that Jesus knew Judas was going to betray him the whole time. Like, and I just, sometimes I just be like, Lord, like, I really wish I had like your heart and like your compassion, because there's no way you're going to be sitting up with me, eating with me, I'm feeding you. We traveling together. I'm making sure you got food and clothes. See, this why I'm not God. This is why I'm not God. And cause like I will be giving you the smallest piece of fish. I'll be like, well, you're gonna betray me anyways. And see, that's why God is working on me. That's exactly why God is working on me. And that's why God is working on me. But like on a serious note, like imagine like you really are, you're traveling with this person, like you're you're learning from this not learning with this person, you're like mentoring this person, you're teaching this person, you're breaking bread with this person, you're finding food together, you're making sure you have clothes on your body together, you're traveling, you're on boats together, like you're spending so much time together, and then it turns out you just gonna flip the switch on me. No, it just really never gave that. So sometimes when I read the Bible and like when I'm reading, I was just like, yo, like I wonder how God really, like Jesus really felt like feeling that. And like not only did he like get betrayed, and it wasn't like, oh, he just cheated on me. Like it wasn't like, oh, he just got like, oh, you betrayed me and like now I'm in jail. It's like, no, like you betrayed me and these people were spitting on me and mocking me and punching me randomly in the face and like knocking me down, calling me crazy names, like not even like the N word with the hard R, like why, like I just know that they were going in. And something that I watched from this documentary, I think it's on Netflix, about like Jesus's like crucifixion. It was saying that like sometimes like when you read the Bible, it's like, oh, he was nailed to a cross. Like no, like Jesus was like, they were in there whipping him. They, it said that like the whips that they were using had like glass and stuff like in it. Like it was really like this gruesome process, like a really big process of humiliation that he had went through. And sometimes like I be reading like, and like by the time I like read John, like I just got angry. I was just like, yo, it's no way like you would do this to somebody who you claim to love, and then you're gonna kiss them and just turn to, oh, see, listen, I just be getting heated. I be getting heated because sometimes I'm just like, yo, it's just no way. So, anyways, not only is Jesus getting beaten, he's getting whipped, he's dehydrated because I know they weren't feeding him, they know they weren't giving him no water, and like then they have the audacity to put him, make him carry his cross. He don't got no energy. He's walking, trying to carry his cross. It's Jesus trying to carry his cross, probably in pain. Anything that's touching him is probably sore. Like you know when you get a paper cut, like on your hand or something, you don't know, you put hand sanitizer on it. That's probably how Jesus felt the whole time. Like like ooh, even the wind start touching you, and you be like, ow, like that is crazy. So when I think about Judas betraying Jesus, I'm like, yo, like that's crazy. I wonder how Jesus felt, because like I said, not only did he get betrayed, but he just got like brutally like murdered. Like that's crazy. But anyways, back to my point. When I think about Jesus and like how he felt, I'm just like, yo, like God, I know that you know how I feel, and I know that you know how I'm mourning, and I'm just trying to find comfort in you because like it really does hurt. And I know that, like, imagine in the middle of like you getting beaten and somebody's whipping you, and you're thinking, because like at the end of the day, like Jesus just wasn't like, oh, like he was still in his flesh, like he still, like he felt every bit of that. And so when I think about that and I think about him being beaten, and I think about like how like our mind goes, like I know that there was a thought in him probably that was like, dang, like I thought Judas was my man's, like I thought we was really day ones, like I thought that was like my A1, like I thought we was really locked in, but here I am getting beaten because he really like hurt me. And so then I think about myself, I'm like, yo, like I thought we were really locked in. Like I thought that this was like maybe love, and then you do this, and I'm just like, I guess it wasn't. Anyways, let's keep going. Let's go into the scripture. So something that I thought was really interesting, I don't remember seeing it in Matthew, Mark, or Luke, but in John, it talks about how the Satan entered him. So this is John 13:27. So like right before that, Jesus is breaking the bread, And then he like passes him the bread. And then this is when it says, now after the piece of bread, Satan entered him. Then Jesus said to him, what you do, do quickly. But no one at the table knew for what reason he said this to him. For some thought because Judas had had the money box, that Jesus had said to him, buy those things we need for the feast, or that he should give something to the poor. Having received the piece of bread, he then went out immediately, and it was night. So something I thought was really interesting is that when Jesus like said, what you do, do quickly, he already knew that this was going to happen. So at the same time, he already had a moment to prepare his heart for what was about to happen. But of course, like Jesus knew that this day was going to come regardless. Like he just knew that this day was going to come. So as this day is coming, and as the hour is approaching, and Satan entered Judas, sometimes I think like back to the person I was dating, and I know that this might sound weird, uh but the enemy will come at you in so many different ways, that when Jesus was talking about being in the garden, like when Jesus was in the garden, right, this was like the hour he's getting betrayed. Like Judas hasn't pulled up on him with the army, I mean not the army but the guards yet. And Jesus is in the garden, he's praying his heart out, like he's sweating blood, like he's praying, like he's seriously, he's in there. He's like, God, can you, like, my father, can you take this cup from me? And God's like, actually I can't. And like he's just like, dang, like this is really what it is. Like God is like, yeah, like this is what it is. And he's like, well, you're right, like I just gotta listen, I just gotta lock in, this is what it is. So Jesus is locked in, he leaves, and I think John and Simon Peter were with him, and he was like, so y'all wasn't praying, like y'all just gonna fall asleep while I'm in there praying for my life, and you out here sleeping. And that's another way the enemy will come on girl, the enemy will attack you. Like the enemy be coming at you. So not only did like the enemy go into Judas, but he also was attacking what is it, Simon and John, by making them tired when Jesus asked them to keep watch for me. That's what he said. He said, keep watch for me, or stay prayed up. They wasn't prayed up, and they wasn't even awake. They were sleeping because the enemy attacked them. Like it's so crazy how it works. So sometimes like I think when I think about the attack of the enemy, there was this book I read called When the Enemy Attacks. And it basically speaks about how, like, different ways, like, uh, the devil can, like, use people. And not only can he use people, but he can use you to fight against yourself. Like, he can use your flesh to actually fight against you. And just like your wants and your needs and your desires, and how they can, like, clash with, like, ooh, excuse me, the needs and the desires that God has for you. Like he's so good, and like he just wants the best for you. And sometimes like we just get so like me that, well, this is what I want, this is what I want to do. And sometimes it never even gave that. So when I think about being betrayed, and I think about how like I felt like the enemy went into this person to specifically harm me, and to hurt me, and to hurt like my being, and to make me feel less than, or that like a thought of me, like I feel like before maybe I would have been like, that's really crazy, like I guess I'm not good enough, like that, like even saying that is like kind of crazy to me now, because it's like it never gave like me not being good enough. But it does play into the part where you can feel like, wow, like I guess love is just not for me. But again, God would never say that to you, because he just loves you and he feels like you deserve all the love in the world. So like it's just crazy how like certain things and like certain pieces, because at the end of the day, this is something that I learned. This is something that I've been learning, and that Satan really plays a long game, y'all. Like he is not playing like, oh, like I'm just gonna trip her up. No, he is playing the long game. Like you gonna be chilling, living your life, boom, car gonna be flipped over. Like he's putting little things into place because he's trying to get you, especially if you're chosen. Like when God is calling you and he's knocking at your door, and you pick up that phone or you open that door and you let him in, like Satan be shaking in his boots. Like he is like, oh no, like no, not what I'm gonna do, what am I gonna do? Like you don't forget, like, you're really God's favorite. Again, I had another verse, but I got sidetracked by my story. Oh my gosh. This is so embarrassing. Don't look at me. But no, I do have another verse. I'm just gonna read it because then it will help me remember why I had picked it out. Oh yes, okay, now I remember. Look at that. My memory is back. Oh, it's such a beautiful day. See, listen, so it was supposed to be cloudy all day, and I prayed this morning. I was like, God, I hope you could just make it sunny because I want to come out here and just chill in the sun. So yeah, thank you God for that. You're so good, so good, so good. Um, what was I gonna say? Yes. So the verse that I'm going to is Matthew 18:22. It said, "This is." Let me go back a little bit. This is the parable of the unforgiving servant. Peter had asked, like, God, like, how many times should we forgive people? Like 7 times. And then Jesus was like, no. You can. He said, this is what Jesus said. I do not say to you up to 7 times, but up to 70 times 7. And I brought up this verse because, like, something that was hard for me at first was to actually be forgiving. And like for me, like, my mind would just be like, okay, I forgave them and just move on, because the way that I cope, I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna move on with my life and just keep doing things and just exist. But I realized, like, for like just me holding it in my heart, like, and just not truly forgiving, like, I still was like mad. Like, I was like I felt like I was like, is this rage? Like, I was really just angry. And I was just like, Lord, like, I really just need you to help me to forgive, because, like, honestly, I don't want to. And, like, me, like, being real, like, I was just like, I don't feel like they deserve my forgiveness, God. Like, I'm just not going to forgive them. Like, I'm just going to just be mad. And I was like, I said, oh my God, it's so funny, like, when you be talking to God, because you can be real. And I was like, God, like, why did you let me just, like, punch them one good time? Like, you should have just let me just punch them one good time, God. Like, if I should have, oh, but he was like, so it's so crazy, because when I found out, God literally, like, sewed my lips shut. Like, he wouldn't even give me the opportunity to speak, because he knew, not that I was gonna do anything, like, because that's just not my, like, I was never gonna put hands on them in the first place, but that's just how I felt, like, after, like, you know, just like, as like I had time to, like, actually, like, think about it, I was like, actually, like, God, like, you should have just let me get him, just like hit him one good time in the nose, bop bop, and like, we would have been good. Like, I would have, like, it never would have, it, like, I wouldn't have asked for anything else, like, but God, God is so good. So this is when I got led to the Bible verse. I think Romans 12:19. Well, it's Romans 12:19. I don't have to think about that, because I'd be looking at this verse all the time. It says, revenge is not mine, it's the Lord's. And so sometimes I'm like, you know what, I could have punched him in the nose, but my fist is not as big as God's. So I don't even, whatever God got for you is really above me, because, like, my two little punches, I don't even know how to fight. So I'm talking about some punching somebody. I've never even been in a fight before. So, like, what was it gonna do? Like, I probably would have missed. I probably would have broke my own hand, because God would have tried to make a lesson out of me, because he'd be like, so that's what you get for looking goofy trying to put your hands on somebody when I never told you to do that. And that's why I told you to be quiet. And that's exactly what I did. He just was like, yeah, shut me up. I just kind of just was like, yo, like, silence is really the answer. Because I would rather be silent than a fool. Like, I feel like that's in Proverbs or something. I don't know. Psalms or Proverbs, they both be talking that talk. Anyways, so I just be yapping. I just be yapping. Okay. But anyways, so I led y'all to this verse for a reason, because, like I said, I needed to work on forgiving. Like, I did. Like I said, I was holding a lot of rage, a lot of anger in my heart, and I was probably in my room punching my pillows, talking about something. And that's what you get. This is what you get. And yeah. Anyways, God was like, okay, like, you clearly need me. You clearly need me. You need some help. So, anyways, as God is, like, working on my heart, I've been really trying to think about the practice of forgiveness, and really, like, embracing, like, 70 times 7. And this is not only with this situation, this is just like in general, because like just being a black woman and just being the woman that I am and just being the human that I am in this vessel, it's just, I feel like so many things happen, so many things have been said, so many things have been done to me, that although I have forgiven, it's something that I have to constantly remind myself, like I just forgive them. And sometimes I have to say it out loud, like especially if it's like something like a memory or something that I feel like, oh, like I forgave this part, but I haven't forgiven this part. And so it's just a constant, like just knowing that forgiveness is a practice, and it's not just something that's just like, okay, well, um, they did this and I just forgive them and it's over now and I'm just not going to think about it ever again. Because the thing is, the moment that, like, as somebody who used to do that, like, I'm just not going to think about this ever again. The moment that you do think about it again, it's going to be like you relive that whole moment instead of really just giving it to God and just being like, yo, I forgive you. And when it does come again, I forgive you. And just like, honestly, like, I love you. And I hope that, um, all the things that you want in this life happen. Like, I really hope the best for you. And I remember that being something so hard for me to say. Like, I really want your life to flourish. Like, I actually want you to do all the things that you told me that you were going to do. Like, I really hope that that happens for you. Like, I hope that you don't lose motivation. Like, I really want the best for you. But when I was in that state of like, oh no, I'm not gonna forgive you, bro. Like, you don't even, like, you deserve a punch in the face. You don't deserve to like follow your dreams. Like, you deserve to, I don't know, fall off a bridge or something. You know how people be like, yeah, like, you just, I don't want anything good to happen to you. No, I actually hope good things happen to you. Like, I hope that you really find your wife. Like, I hope that you find someone that you love and like that you do want to actually be faithful to. Like, I hope that like beautiful things, good things do happen to you. And like, it's a process. Like, I don't think that it's something that happens overnight. But yeah, I do think that there is healing from forgiveness. I mean, healing from betrayal. But there's also the big part of like 70 times 7. 70 times 7, just a constant heart of forgiveness for people. Because like at the end of the day, like, people aren't going to stop hurting you. I'm only 27. Like, this is honestly, like, I just got here and there's still so much more life to go. So during this process of just like forgiving, loving forward, just remember that God truly does understand where you're coming from. He is just as upset with you, with your situation, as you are. He's in there crying with you. Like, he is weeping. Jesus wept, okay? Like, Jesus was in there crying. He's crying with you. He's holding your hand. He's giving you a hug. He's giving you the compassion that you need. And he's just there. He's there to listen. And that's something that I'm really just learning in this season, that even when I feel like moments like this, when I feel like I don't always, like, something that I've been really hard on myself, that I feel like I'm not always making enough time. But when I do make time, I try to make it the best time. I try to make it the most intentional time. And by making time, like, I mean like days like this when I'm just like, I just have to shut everything else off and just be locked in with God. So I hope that you had a great time. I hope that you enjoyed listening to me and my ramble about just betrayal and just like the realness of it all. And like, you're not alone in this process. But I love you. You're God's favorite. Money just loves you so much. It can't stay away from you. You're such a beautiful person. And I hope that you learned something, I don't know, from me just rambling. So, bye.